Alright, here's the 2014 DRZ 400S. This bike was originally black. Then I switched everything over to white plastic, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to put a yellow back fender on, yellow shrouds, and yellow front fender from a 2004 RMZ. And we'll see how that looks. We're going to get started here in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, this is the new rear fender. Now this is from a DRZ 400E, which this was also from a DRZ 400E, but this is the one that I had on the bike. And you can see I had to cut out a large portion right in here. You can see that section there as opposed to this section here. This is all gone in the other one. So I'm going to go over to the Dremel and I'm going to cut this area out, mark it out on this one and cut it out, get it ready to go on. And of course these tabs right here, they're not needed because I'm using an aftermarket tail setup on mine, so I have to get rid of these in order for it to fit around mine. But these were to hold the stock tail light on the 400E, so I'm going to get those cut off and ground off also. Then I'll be back and show you, and we'll get this rear fender on. Okay, here are the two pieces cut out. You can see this was in here. This whole piece is cut off, and of course here is the other side. Move this and now we'll take it over here and slide it right in and see what she looks like. Don't mind the dirt on the subframe. I know I should have cleaned it better. Now I will, once this is on, I have to drill the two holes right here. I'll come up through, and this will also help hold the fender down since I've done away with these. Make sure your wires are in the proper place for your turn signals. Okay, there you go. That's how you get a 400E fender on a DRZ 400S, and you save yourself some money. This is 20 bucks, whereas a brand new Suzuki fender I think runs you somewhere around $80–90, so it's kind of a budget way to go. If you got a Dremel or something to cut the plastic out with, that'll save you some money. Okay, now we're going to move on to the front fender. This is a fender from, I believe, a 2004 like RMZ 250. You can see where I have it marked. I'm going to have to go over to the Dremel and open these holes up. I made a template, and this is where the factory ones need to be. You can see where we got to change it, so I'm going to go over and do that, and then we'll see if we can get this thing fit up. Okay, we got the new holes in, so we're going to pop it on here and see if it looks good, see how it lines up. All the bolts are in. Make sure it looks decent on the front wheel. You also got to make sure that down in here you have clearance. Make sure you're not hitting anything, and we're good there. Now we have to slide this up and drill a hole for this to be mounted. Speedo cable retainer. Get that tightened up. Okay, so there you go, there's the RMZ fender on there. Now all we got to do is move on to the shrouds, and I'll get them out here and see what we can do here with those. Okay. All we got left here is we're going to throw this side cover on now. This was a Polysport side cover, and when I put the Cheruby's tank on, it was a little tough to get these lined up and fitted, so we'll see how the Cheruby's does. This is a Cheruby's plastic. We'll see how it fits up with this. Tell you one thing, that definitely, the Achirby's plastic to the Achirby's tank definitely lined up much better than the Polysport did. Okay, so we got the fender on, side covers, and the rear fender. I just have to punch a couple holes up through from the subframe up into the fender now. Okay, let's make sure your wires aren't rubbing anywhere. Should be good to go. Get the seat here. One thing I will say, I have the Achirby's tank, and this little slot right here, this piece on the tank right here, this was an 1/8 inch too wide. This came with the Achirby's tank. I actually had to grind a 1/16 of an inch off each side of this for it to fit up into the original seat. So keep that in mind if you get one of those Achirby's tanks. Now, of course, I have a rack, moose rack, that has to go on here too, like that. I'll go ahead and get that put on, but I'll show you guys what the bike looks like here. So there's what it looks like so far with the yellow plastic on. Just got to get some graphics slapped on it here, and we'll be good to go again. Okay, the last step to our new plastic is to put the new graphics on. These are factory effects. What I'm going to do here, now you see I have it on here, I have masking tape. I have it all lined up. It still has the backing on it. Now I'm going to put these on dry. That's just how I always do it. It's much easier than using the liquid. I have this piece of masking tape here as a hinge. So what I'm going to do, pull this off the backing. You have to kind of hold that. This works better if you have somebody here helping you. You hold that back. What you want to do is slice this backing off. Just like that. Then you can do this half. Just start back here by where you cut it. Work your way out slow. Now I'm not using any heat right now either. Just get it on. Okay, then you can peel your hinge off. Take your second piece off and just work it back, slowly holding it up in the air. around this opening, you want to start and just go real slow around the opening. Everybody's scared of these, but this stuff's pretty forgiving, especially even doing it dry. Just work it in without even using the heat gun over your edges. Okay, there you go. We got that on. Now on this bike, this has the Cherubies tank on it, and this is for a stock tank, this piece of decal. But I think I'm actually going to put it on just for the heck of it. If I don't like it, I'll peel it off later. Kind of line it up. Gonna put two pieces down here to help me line it up after I peel it off. The backing. This one I'm just doing the same way. No liquid. Peel it up. Take it down here. Get it by the two marks. And just start in the middle. Work your way out. Bend these over without any heat initially. I'm going to trim this black a little bit. It's definitely not made for the contour of the Cherubies tank. Back here, I'll need a little heat. Go around everything a little bit with some heat. Okay, So there you go. Went from the white, it was originally black, went to the white, and now we have the yellow. Remember, that's a DRZ 400E rear fender. We did some trimming and put that on. 2006 RMZ 250 front fender, and the Cheruby's tank. And these are FX graphics right there. Factory effects graphics. One thing I do want to say, this is a Poly Sport front fender, and I don't know if you can tell in the video. It's slightly more mustard colored than the neon Cheruby's plastic, which I have the shrouds and rear fender, and you can tell a color difference outside, so I'm probably going to have to get in the Cheruby's front fender, but there it is. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Thanks.